one more vlog in this red shirt and makeup because, you know, while I'm procrastinating, let's make it a good one. I figured while I had everything out, I should go ahead and do a subscription box versus video. Last month I put all of these subscription boxes in one video, which was quite lengthy and quite the process to get through. So I figured I would split it up a little bit, and I'm going to do a Birchbox versus Ipsy versus Sample Society. So here's a look at everything that came in all 3 boxes this month with my general thoughts and which one I think came out the winner. We'll start with Birchbox. The theme this month I think was kind of like end of summer stuff. Once again, they let you pick one of your products if you chose to, and I had already tried all of the other products in it. So I went with the Model Co bronzer, which is definitely a pretty decent size. Not too orange, I don't think. Let's see. I think it might actually work for me. There have been a few that I'm like, I'm far too pale for that. I thought that was going to be the case with the Pop Beauty bronzer that I showed last month, that it would be way too orange, and it actually is really nice on me. This one is a little on the orangey side. I don't know if you can really see it. It might work. If I'm ever tan, it might work. I'm normally not, but I'll definitely give it a try, and the size is really cute. And then I got the Ageless Body Cream from Harvey Prince. I do like the Harvey Prince fragrance that they've sent me in the past. Hello, I think it's called. This one says it has pink grapefruit, vanilla, botanicals, and shea butter. All scents that I like, so let's see how they work together. The little aluminum foil part peeled off, but not the actual plastic that's sealing it. Fantastic. Well, I was able to get a little bit out. I could do with a little more grapefruit in there, but that's pretty yummy. And the packaging is very cute. I got CRX Anti-Wrinkle Cream for reverse aging. I mean, I guess I'm getting to that age where they're supposed to think that it's a bad thing that I don't look 18 anymore, but I'm not super concerned. But I still will use stuff just because I have it, and why not? It's one of those things where I guess you don't really know if it's working when you start using it before you have wrinkles, because either you just have good genetics and skin and hydration and you're just not getting wrinkles naturally, or it's working and you'd never know. But I'll try it. Again, cute packaging. Had not heard of the brand before. I think my thing this month must be something about aging, so thanks Birchbox. They sent me the Ojan Rare Blend Oil for thin hair, which you already know I don't have. So then I got a little email. This is a cool one. It's one of those ones that's separated and you have to shake up. Anyway, I got an email from them saying that they'd caught their mistake and sent me something that doesn't fit my beauty profile and wanted to replace it. So they are sending me the correct one, which is, I don't know if it's specifically for thick hair or if it's just that it's not for thin hair, but this one will probably go on to my mom, who does have thin hair, and I will be getting a different sample of the Ojan Rare Blend Oil, whatever that one's called, I'm not entirely sure. And then the very last thing is their lifestyle extra that they do every now and then. This one is the Hello Seriously Friendly Breath Spray, which is in pink grapefruit mint. So pink grapefruit is a little bit of a theme this month. It's a really handy size for traveling, so that's pretty cool. And if I can get it open, I'll let you know how horribly burning it is. It says that it's 99% natural, delicious, and improves dates, and that it doesn't have alcohol, artificial colors, harsh chemicals, or ouch. So let's see if they're telling the truth on not having any ouch. Can't get it open. Come on, come on, come on. There's a pop tab, but it doesn't work. It's like a little tiny Dalek. Here we go. It's not ouchy. Nice. I like that. I do like that. A couple of those, by the way, came in the little pillow pouches that they do, and this one's really cute. It says teehee, teehee, teehee all over it. Overall thoughts on the Birchbox this month. There's nothing that I'm super thrilled about or anything I'm like, oh yes, I will use that until it's absolutely gone. Nothing that I hate necessarily this month either. It's just kind of a mid, but there is a nice variety in this month's and fairly decent sizing too, so mostly thumbs up. That breast spray is really nice. Next, moving on to Ipsy, which of course comes in their pink bubble mailer. And Ipsy reveals all of the products beforehand, but you just don't know necessarily which ones you're gonna get. On their Instagram and on their Facebook, they'll show the whole selection of them and tell you, each day out of these 5 products you're gonna get 1 or something like that, which is good and bad. It's good because it really does kind of amp up your excitement, and you see these products and you start getting like really hyped up. And you get to be exposed to a lot of products that you wouldn't necessarily find otherwise, even if they're not sampled to you. It's bad though because you sometimes get your heart set on things and then you don't get them, which was the case for me. Every single thing that I wanted this month except for one wasn't what came, and some of the things that I wanted the least are what came. So that was kind of a bummer, but it's my own fault for my wishful thinking. But anyway, Ipsy always puts theirs in a makeup bag. This month is a little pencil case style white with orange polka dots. These ones are always a little bit awkward for me. Things don't fit in them quite the way you want them to. Alright, so my samples were the Claren dry shampoo with oat milk, and I already have this. It's not my favorite dry shampoo, but it is a nice travel size, which is why I will hang on to it. The Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refiner, which will go perfectly with something I got in the Blush Beauty Box this month, but more on that later. The Jersey Shore Sun Mongogo Nutrient Defense Anti-Aging Lip Conditioner. That's a mouthful. I was really hoping for the other brand that they showed. I can't remember the name of it offhand, but it came in a tin, and I really like balms that are in a tin, and the packaging was very cute, and the scents sounded really yummy, so I was hoping for that one, but this one's fine. Ooh. I do like the smell of it though. Very citrusy, but not lemon citrusy. Almost like lemongrass maybe. Let's see what's in it. Mandarin green orange. Orange ginger. Definitely smelling that. Lime. Yeah, it has all the citruses. So yeah. I got a J-Cat Beauty eyeshadow in Flying Solo, which is just kind of a flesh color. A me flesh color. Does it bother anyone else that the color flesh is, white people? Because white people aren't the only ones with flesh. Bisque, should I say bisque? It's a bisque color that I can't get open, so I'm not gonna try. But yeah, just pale. I've gotten J-Cat Beauty from them before. They fall in just the kind of so-so range for me, but we'll see. The color on this one is called Half Naked. So again, with the, sorry if there's a weird edit here, you guys. I ran out of space talking to you once again. Anyway, the one that I was excited to get and was pretty sure I was going to get is the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. You know me and my mascaras. Basically, everyone was going to get an Urban Decay product this month, and it was either going to be the 24/7 Glide On eyeliner or Perversion Mascara. And since they've already sent me the eyeliner, I was pretty confident that I was going to be getting Perversion. I was wishing though that they would have also done Subversion as one of the samples, which is the eyelash primer that goes along with this, because since I have so many mascaras, a primer would have been a pretty good sample. Cute, little because it is an Urban Decay sample size and they don't do very big ones, but cute. Packaging is always, fun name as always, and I'm excited to try it. So much for cutting the subscription boxes into 2 videos because they're so long, because this is going to be just as long. Anyway, general thoughts on the Ipsy. As I already said, I was a little bit disappointed. Partly that was just my own fault for getting my hopes up, but partly also because when you are seeing all of the products that are available and you see the really awesome ones that some people are getting, and then you're getting the less stellar ones or repeats of brands or the kind of more inexpensive or whatever the case may be, then it does kind of bum you out a little bit, but still good sample sizes and variety, and I'm generally really pleased with Ipsy. There's always going to be a month where I'm less pleased, but it still is good stuff. It's just not the ones that I wanted, which was my own fault. And lastly, moving on to the Sample Society box, which is put out through Beauty Bar and curated by Allure. And last month was my first one on Sample Society, and really was impressed last month. And I like how Allure kind of goes about curating them. So let's see whether this measures up to last month. It of course comes with a little booklet that tells about the products, how to use them, and why they picked them. So far, Sample Society is my favorite when it comes to these because they really do go more in depth and give you the reasoning behind things, and I like that. I would expect that of Allure, so I like that. And in the box, first up, the one I am most and least excited about. This was kind of a bummer moment for me. It came with the Too Faced Melted Peony, which I would be so excited for had I not just picked this as my deluxe sample from Sephora. I already talked to you guys about this and how it was such a debate with me between this and NARS Priscilla. And I almost went with NARS Priscilla, but I was like, you know, I really want to try the melted. So I picked it. The color's not great on me. It's not horrible, but it's not melted violet, which I love. And almost immediately after getting it, I got the email that this was going to be coming in the Sample Society box, and I was like, oh, I should have went with Priscilla. That was kind of a little bit of a bummer moment. But that's okay. I do really like the melted formulas. As I said, the color is not a perfect match for me. It's a little too off-puttingly peach, I guess, but just slightly. I mean, it does work. That's just me being picky. I love the melted violet and I wear that frequently. I will get use out of this, but it just bummed me out. It was one of those, of course that's what they send type of moments, but that's okay. I got a Jane Iredale Longest Lash Mascara in the color Black Ice. I haven't tried anything by Jane Iredale, so I am excited about this one. We've already talked about how I feel about mascaras. I got a Kate Somerville Delo Oil Restorative Treatment. I'm not sure if that's how you say that, but it says that it is exclusive to Kate Somerville, and it's a rare oil from Fiji cherished for its restorative benefits, including hydrating, nourishing the skin, and reducing the appearance of wrinkles, that it's 100% natural, fast absorbing, and boost the skin's moisture level. So I'm pretty excited about that for two reasons. Number one, I've talked before about how I have dry skin. Number two, I've been wanting to try Kate Somerville, so that was kind of perfect timing. And it's a pretty decent size for an oil because a little goes a long way when you're talking about oils. I got a Ciate mini paint pot in the color Cha Cha Cha, which is a neon orange, and it says that it is even brighter on the nail. So let's test that. It's a pretty orange. I don't know that I would say it's brighter than the bottle. That's a pretty close match. I do have one that will give it a run for its money as far as neon, if you really want a neon orange, and it's the Studio M. I think it's called Sunset Orange maybe, and it is, your nails flash. Like when you're walking, you can just see it like hunter orange through the trees. It's insane. I have been wanting to try Ciate for ages. They're a little pricey and I haven't tried them because of that, but they do these little advent calendars every year that I want so bad. The packaging is always super cute. They do a lot of really sort of on-trend manicure sets and fun stuff, flocking powder and micro beads and all that type of stuff, so pretty cool. Excited to get to try Ciate. And the last sample was the Oribe Surf Comber Tousled Texture Mousse. I'm a little hesitant with the fact that it's a mousse because that feels like something better left behind in the 90s. I do hear good things about Oribe quite a bit, and I like a tousled look mostly because that's what will work with my hair. So I will certainly give it a try, and it's a really decent travel size. Packaging is lovely, as is the packaging on the entire box from Sample Society. Ooh, that dries really quick. That is already dry, and that was like a super thick coat so that I could get a real idea of the color. That's insane. That's insane, Ciate. Anyway, general thoughts on the Allure box. Thumbs up once again. So far, they're knocking it out of the park for me. I think this is a box that I will be keeping and probably recommending, so very excited about that, especially because my best friend just asked me recently for subscription box recommendations. She's tried Ipsy and Birchbox. She just has started Ipsy and I think she's liking it, but Birchbox she gave up on. So she kind of wants to know what else is out there, and I think I'm going to tell her this is one to get. I will leave links to all of those subscription boxes below so you can try them out if you want to or look into them and all that, and I will also list the products below, so if there is anything you're curious about, you can find out more about it. Of the three boxes, I'm going to say it's pretty clear that the Sample Society came out on top this month. Hands down, loved it. Birchbox, I'm going to say, came out middle of the pack, just beating out the Ipsy, but they were pretty neck and neck. And the only reason I think that Birchbox is pulling ahead is because I didn't get those things that I really, really wanted. Had I gotten those, this would have been right on Sample Society's heels, but as it was, both were good. Neither got a thumbs down, but they were easily beaten by the Sample Society box. And there you have it. Keep an eye out for my other subscription box video, which will be coming, and it will be featuring the boxes from Blush.com Mystery Beauty Box, the Lip Factory box, which I'm hoping will be an all lip product this month since I haven't gotten one, the Conscious boxes from July and August, and Beauty Box 5. And I believe that's all. Until then, it's time for me to stop procrastinating and get back to the Austin and August blogging. That is all for now. Let me know what you think of the boxes or the products in the comments, and if there are any that you love, hate, or want to try. And I will see you guys soon.